everyone, it's Ashley and I am bringing you a very exciting video today for a few reasons, because this is a topic I have wanted to talk about for a while but haven't really had the results or firsthand knowledge, I guess we could say, of how to make it truthfully and honestly for you guys. Here we go. Well, I don't want to act like I don't know the fact that I literally have the crimpiest 80s hair ever right now. Your girl got her booster and my arm is super sore and I just didn't feel like doing my hair last night, so I put it up in old school braids and this is the result. So guys, look at that. I haven't even brushed it out in all of its crimped glory. Whew, this 80s baby is just living the life. Let's get into it. My name is Ashley. You're probably here because you're a fellow candle maker or you're a small business entrepreneur that is looking for business and marketing help to really launch, run, relaunch. I don't even know what stage of the business you might be in, because all of this information is actually pretty helpful no matter what life stage you're in with your business. So I decided in 2020 to make some candles, and I've been taking you guys along with me. In the past, I've run service-based business, and now I'm in a product-based business, and it's a whole new world out there, and I'm talking Jasmine and Aladdin style. But today, the reason why we're watching this video, or hopefully watching this video, and watching it till the end video, because there's some good stuff happening. Clearly, I've had too much coffee today. But my point being is that today's video is all around. I had a video go viral on Reels, and this shit is nuts. For so many different reasons, and I have so many feelings about it, and instead of just talking to my husband about it every single day and letting him know the 411 on where the video is at today, I wanted to document it all for you guys. I'm talking, I have screenshots of my analytics, I'm talking about what is wonderful about going viral on Instagram Reels, and I'm talking about what is not so wonderful about going viral on Instagram Reels. And that's actually a bigger list than the what is going wonderful. Spoiler alert. So let's get into it today. I have all kinds of information, but I really want to streamline my thoughts into a few things. And so I made a few notes. Ta-da! So a lot of marketers out there are saying that you need to be posting like 5 to 7 reels a week in order to start to get noticed and really gain a following. And I believe that that is true. When I started posting reels, I was doing the religious 5 a week, and I was getting small growth, and I was also getting people that were already following me in my community or friends that I have being like, girl, your reels, they're cracking me up, all this stuff. Now, disclaimer alert. I have no problem being in front of the camera, if you couldn't tell, but I really enjoyed making reels. And here's the thing about them that I really enjoy. They allow me to be silly, they allow me to be creative, and so it doesn't really feel like work for me. It just kind of feels like a creative outlet. And I know for some people, just that alone does not align with like anything that they value or feel, and so reels might be really intimidating. Here's another thing. I've also noticed that the reels that don't show my face do better than the ones that do. Maybe that's because I have a really big nose. Maybe that's because I have 80s crimped hair. I don't know, but I've really found that the analytics behind the scenes footage or things about my product or things about my day-to-day life do a lot better than the ones of me making an absolute fool out of myself, lip syncing to someone's audio clip, which is kind of sad because I really like doing those. But I digress. So my point being is that I did it for about a few weeks really consistently, and I did see growth from it. I didn't see anything that wasn't like thousands and thousands of followers like I'm getting ready to talk to you guys about today. So just wanted to set that preface for you guys so you know that we're talking like apples to apples rather than apples and grapes and oranges. Now, what happened is I was sitting on my couch literally on a Friday night. I opened Instagram and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got a lot of followers. I think at that time I had gotten like 100 some followers since I had last checked Instagram that day, which was probably like 4 or 5 hours prior. And I noticed that there were all this one reel that I had actually posted like a week or two before that date. So I thought that that was interesting, and I was like, huh, okay. Well, I guess people just like decided to like this video. Progressively throughout that weekend, I realized, this might be going a little bit viral. At the time, I'd never had a reel that was over 3,000 to 4,000 views. Not likes, not anything like that, just views. And so I noticed that this one video was like going to 10,000, 11,000, 15,000. And I remember specifically saying to my husband, this video has 19,000 views. And I just thought that shit was like crazy. And it was crazy because I'll be honest, guys, I've spent a lot of time on Instagram, more time than I would like to admit to the general public, because it makes me sad and depressed that I probably wasted a year of my life at this point on Instagram for both my businesses and other businesses. Stick with me. So after that full 3 days, I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. And I remember posting something to my stories being like, this is nuts. I've never had a video gain a lot of traction. And when I say video, I mean reels. I've never had a reels gain a lot of traction. This is 19,000 views. I've got a lot more followers. Like, this is just nuts. Okay, so let me fast forward to today. This has been, since that Friday, it's been a full 2 weeks since I've noticed that video getting attention. And I'm just gonna pull it up for you guys right now so that you have real-time numbers. So the video that I was really excited about having 19,000 views now has 379,000 views. Now, still in a sea of viral, I'm still baby viral at this point. Like, I'm not mega viral. I'm not like Kim Kardashian posting a new product, like that. I'm just still baby small business viral. But for me, only having 3,000 to 5,000 views on a good day or any day, some videos I very much have flop, 379,000 is really big. And beyond that, a lot of my other videos, again, reels, are getting a lot of views. One has 19,000, one has 76,000, one has 57, one has 23, and then I still have some that only have like 1,000 or 2,000 be choosers. But the point of it is that going viral has now boosted my other videos and reels on there, which is probably what lends people to believe that you need to be posting 5 to 7 reels a week, because that means that if somebody's looking at one of your reels, ideally they're going down a rabbit hole of other reels in your profile that people now want to be viewing. So there is proof to that. With that one viral reel that I'll pretty much be focusing on from here on out, I have 8,000 likes to it and about 85 comments. And if you've been on Instagram for a while, it's really important to know that engagement is key. So viewing something is one thing. 379,000 people viewed it, but only 8,000 of those people actually felt inclined to double click it or to write a comment. Now, something that I did want to share with you guys and that I feel that is interesting analytics on this, because my analytics brain has just gone crazy with this, is I've looked at all of my reels now and all of my posts that I've made since this viral reel, and a lot of people are saving my stuff. And a lot of people are actually sharing it, which is kind of slightly creepy, because every once in a while I'll go and check the people that are now following my account, and I'll click on their profiles, and they've actually like reshared my actual reel or video as their own and not given like credit to it. One, that's super creepy. I'm not into it. And two, I don't really know what to do with that. Anyway, so I had a lot of saves of that video, which is also really good, because then Instagram is knowing like, hey, these people are sharing this video, they're liking it, they're commenting, they're saving it. I lost track of that, but that's all engagement, and that's all leading up to why my other reels are now getting traction and I'm getting more followers. So drum roll please, because I wanted to give you guys the grand total last I checked. My account was at about 2,800 and some change for followers before I noticed on that Friday that I was getting some traction. So 2 weeks ago, I was at 2,800 and change as far as followers. I'm now at 6,000, let's see if it's gonna, 6,456 followers. That's a lot of new followers. Like, I'm not good at math, but that's just shy of 4,000 new followers in 2 weeks. So my whole account has seen crazy growth. And that's really what I wanted to talk to you guys about today for one of my other points. Like, is it all great to have a viral video? And what is the downside of having a viral video? Because there actually is a downside. And I'm going to talk about that in a second. So what I've noticed with these followers that I've been getting is like, I'm trying to keep up with it. And at first it was really, really busy. Like, I think one day I had like 500 new followers just in like a 12-hour period of me being awake. And so every day I opened it up and I was like, this is a huge ego boost. Like, I was kind of freaking out because I'm like, this is so cool. Like, everyone wants to follow me. But then I did some digging, and this is where I don't know if I'm just like putting Instagram or something on blast. I don't really know what the answer of this is. I don't really even know what I'm getting at, but just stick with me. I was finding a lot of the accounts that were following me were something like they didn't have an icon on. I'm not going to show you because privacy issues. I don't want to like put someone on blast that is actually a real person. But what I'm saying is that the icon or profile picture was nothing. It was like the outline old school MySpace days. So I was like, well, this is interesting. And so I started like clicking on some of them. And I realized, and I'll cover up this name, that a lot of them don't have any posts, don't have any followers, but they're following like a crap ton of people. So here's the thing where my marketing brain is going to give you guys a really big tip. Going viral is great. And if it's a real account, wonderful. But going viral and getting a bunch of people that are not active on social media and could potentially be robots or anything, I don't know the official term, but a fake account, this isn't good. Because now what it's doing is it's inflating my follower numbers, but it's also suppressing my engagement numbers. And Instagram wants to know all the time that people are engaged that have an active audience of your followers. So what I've been doing is going in and actually having to manually remove these people as followers because I don't want a silent audience. I don't want an audience that isn't going to be engaged with what I'm posting and that isn't going to be ordering. Guys, this is the key thing, and this is actually the downfall I've wanted to share with you guys in regards to, yes, it's cool to go viral. Yes, it's cool to like reach all these other countries and people that are going to be active and following, and some of them already have been, so that's wonderful, and I thank you guys if you're watching this video and you're along for the ride, because let's be honest, a lot of them are also candle makers, which is fine. You're welcome here. Being is that if they're not active or if they're not real accounts, this is going to be an issue, and why I always encourage people never, 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 never buy followers. It's not real accounts, you guys. It's all these like aggregated, popularized, listed, I don't even know what accounts that go and immediately follow you, and then they're just there so that you look like you have an inflated follower account. And a really good way to spot this with influencers, which y'all know how I feel about that. If not, go ahead and watch that video. But this is the problem that I have with Instagram, social media, influencers, you know, people that actually do go and buy followers. It is a thing. You can get like 1,000 followers for like $10. And then what? That number is just large and then no one buys anything from you and then you just look cool. Here's a way to go and figure out if somebody actually has a real active audience or not. If you go to their last post and see how many people actually liked it, most of these influencers have like 20,000, 50,000, 100,000 followers, but then they'll have like under 100 likes. That means that they don't have an engaged following. That means that they have a bunch of 0, and then I follow 1,000 accounts. That's not good. And this actually is stressing me out because I feel now that I have lost strength in an active audience. I'm going to get off this hill, I promise you guys. So my next thing that I wanted to tell you guys about this whole going viral, mini viral, is that I have not had a single order that I can connect back to that Instagram video. Stick with me. So with Instagram and with new followers, what I'm able to do through my website on Shopify and everything like that is I'm able to see who's going to my website. A lot of people did go to my website from that reel, which is wonderful. But the problem is over the last 2 weeks, I have not been able to find a single order that was actually attached to that viral video. And that's a problem. And that is a couple of problems because one, maybe that means that I am priced wrong with shipping, which I know has already been a problem and a gripe of mine for a while. But it also means that, yes, I'm creating quality content, but I'm not necessarily urging somebody or driving home the call to action that I want them to go to, which is to buying my product. So I'm really interested in, you guys know that I play around with TikTok and I've really been trying to I don't even know, devil's in the details on TikTok. I haven't figured out what the secret sauce is. I know that I'm not posting enough over there, but your girl is tired and I just don't have time. But I know that a lot of places or small businesses have been on TikTok, they've gone viral, and then they have those videos of look at all of these shipping labels that I now have and they sold me out and all these things. wonderful. No shame in that game. I just haven't figured out that secret sauce yet. And I'd really actually like to maybe sit down and chat with somebody, maybe on a live YouTube or something that has gone viral on TikTok, to see what they feel like was the contributing factor to all these people following, the video blowing up, all of that translating to sales. Because it just simply did not happen for me and has not happened yet. But there also is that rule of thumb that when somebody interacts with your brand, they need to interact 7 to 8 times before they even do a call to action. So maybe I just need to sit pretty and just wait for a little while and wait my turn. I don't know. But something fruitful that I wanted to tell you guys. So the things that are awesome, I was able to reach all these other people. The things that are not awesome, I have a lot of fake accounts that are now following me, and I have no rhyme or reason as towards why or to how to prevent it. And then I also have not been able to attach it to sales. Now, what I want to do is dive into all kinds of analytics behind the scenes with you guys, because if you're a numbers person, I really want to show you these trends that I have screenshotted for you based on the insights that I have through my Instagram. So let's dive into that. Okay guys, so this first screenshot that I want to share with you guys is the dates before my video started to gain traction and go viral. So I want to go through this a little bit. So this was a pretty average week for me, reaching about 6,000 accounts, no huge highs or lows. I was actually down 26% to the previous week. So it wasn't exactly the best, but I was reaching about 1,700 followers, 4,000 non-followers. And you can see here that the majority of people that I was reaching is on Reels as opposed to posts and stories. So the lighter blue is followers, the darker blue is non-followers. So you can see that Reels definitely has some power to it and some traction for me, especially in regards to non-followers. So that does ring true to what I was saying about when I was posting 5 to 7 Reels a week. I was seeing growth, I was seeing some new reach, but again, this isn't anything overly impressive. And this was at 2,800 and some followers. Second screenshot that I want to show you guys, and you'll notice that the dates are different up at the top, is when I actually started to gain followers and traction. And so this was really interesting. This is based off that one reel that really skyrocketed. And this was still at about, I think 19,000 to 30,000 views on that reel. So here's where I'm at. I went up 256% engagement, which is crazy. And you'll see here, I'm still at that same amount of followers that I was reaching, but I went to 20,000 followers as opposed to the 4,000 non-followers. Sorry, I went to 20,000 non-followers as opposed to the 4,000 non-followers. That's a big jump. So then if you go down, you'll see here that 20,000 of those actually came from Reels, which again, proof in the pudding. So now my next one that I wanted to show you guys is actually the interactions that were happening. So again, this 851 content interactions. I was actually down quite a bit from the previous week. This is again when I was still considered non-viral or that video didn't take off. Post interactions, 189, likes, comments, all the things, not that exciting numbers. But then if you go to when everything increased, my post actions went up, interactions went up, my content interactions went up, everything just went skyrocketing. And you'll also see that I went from 9 saves to 101 saves. That means that people are actually saving my content in a folder so that they can reach it later, which is actually kind of exciting. All right, guys, so the next thing that I want to share with you guys is the amount of growth that I had over that weekend where things were really just taking off and going viral. I went from about 2,800 followers to then 3 days after I noticed this huge influx of activity, I went to 4,346 followers. The thing about that is that I had minimal unfollows and I had 1,400 new followers, which was just wild to me. And you can see here on the second screenshot, I went even further to show the difference over the last 14 days as opposed to 7. And I just had really minimal activity happening. And then all of a sudden there's this huge Everest incline, which was all of my numbers. So then I wanted to drag up even more information for you guys. And I went here, which is to my Reels Insights. So I'm going to show you guys that. This one was crazy. And so I took this on October 20th. So this went from the 15th, which was at like 19,000, all the way to the 20th. I was at 91,727 views, 3,900 likes, 363 saves of this video. Forth. If I'm losing you guys, just stick with me. I promise it's going to be good. Now I'm going to share with you guys the screenshot as of today, and this is pretty interesting because I'm now at 380,000, which was funny because when I think I started filming this, it was 379. And then all of my other videos have again skyrocketed. I'm at 83,000, 57,000, and just showing you the power of like what these reels are doing. So I think my whole point on this entire video is to let you guys know that like the power of video is absolutely there. Instagram sees that the competition of TikTok is happening and they're really highlighting these videos. I didn't do anything special. I think that video itself was 7 seconds long. It was just me pouring behind the scenes. My point of this whole thing is that going viral or getting this traction is really, really cool. It's really exciting. It's been fun to watch and see. But I've also seen that there are some pitfalls of like, okay, maybe there's something within my business that I'm doing that doesn't actually like motivate people to go and buy the product. And also those fake followers like really, really bother me. Not that I knew everyone that was following me before when I had 2,800 followers, but it did feel a little bit more tight-knit in the sense that I knew a lot of the people that I wanted to see my photos and my videos were seeing it and they were engaging and my numbers were really high. Now I have this larger subset of followers that I need to like really re-engage and clean up and make sure that like those that are interacting with my account are seen and heard and taken care of. So I don't know what you guys want to do with that. I don't even know if this is a big deal, but it is a big deal to me, and it is something that I'm committed to sharing with you guys and was really excited to share this video. One, because again, I've been on Instagram for so many years, and I love what Instagram is able to do for businesses. And so for me to be able to get a bird's eye view of that happening was a pretty cool experience. And it's now stuff that I can take with me for whoever I work with in small businesses, for my marketing business, and I can take with me for my yoga business to really like build a plan from there to see where we can grow and go with these things through these other outlets. If you guys have any experience with this firsthand yourself, please leave them in the comments below. I'd love to know what you've witnessed in regards to a video going semi-viral or viral. If you have any tips or tricks or anything like that, I really just like the open conversation that we have in the comments below, so please do that. If you haven't yet subscribed, please check it out. This vision that I have for this channel is all about marketing and business orientation around my candle product-based business that I just want to share with you guys from a very authentic and honest view as I experience it along this road as well. So if you are a fellow candle maker or small business and looking for some consult help or mentorship, please check out my 30 for 30 below. It's $30, 30 minutes, and we just set up a call. You give me all the questions that you have, and I try my best to help to reduce overwhelm and remove roadblocks. My name is Ashley. Thanks guys so much for watching, and if you haven't yet subscribed, you know what to do. Bye guys. So this is a full 2 weeks since I noted that